Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened, but we are at live now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I am Mike, and I am joined, as always, by Seth for the next episode of the Mind Your Effing Business podcast. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for checking us out. As always, make sure to rate, review, subscribe, comment, share, all that other good stuff that everybody likes to see when they post anything. So, yep, let's
I
get
just saw on got the Facebook alert. This is episode 20.
yeah,
That's like a little
a
benchmark, you
little
know?
milestone. I know. I
Yeah.
thought about that too when I saw that. I'm like, wow, 20 already, huh? All right.
Yeah.
And when you hear people say like, if you get to 10 episodes of a podcast or get to 20, get to and it's like 20 is like a big deal. Some people
Yeah.
give up after a handful.
Yeah, no, it's a lot.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So that's pretty awesome. A lot of content out there for people to enjoy. Yep. So what's new? I don't even know. Have we talked since New Year's? Yeah, we talked after we had one episode after New Year's.
Yeah.
New Year's
Yeah.
was same old same. What'd you do for New Year's actually?
Just had a guy I work with and his girlfriend over. That's it. Just kept it low key.
All right. Oh, I think we did talk about this. Yeah, because my
Yeah,
whole house was.
it's too tough to go out now, you know.
Yeah, absolutely not. With young kids and stuff, and worrying about driving and traveling. Yeah, it ain't the same anymore.
Nah,
No. Yeah, my whole house was passed out around 7 o'clock. I
nice.
came downstairs and did a game stream, and then yeah, and went back up and stayed up and watched the ball drop. And yeah, I talked about this on the Cube Nerds podcast.
Oh,
Because now with no cable, the only way I could watch the ball drop was on Sling.
right.
But Sling, ABC or NBC, no ABC, ABC didn't renew their deal with Disney through Sling, so you couldn't watch it on Sling. You had to watch it on Hulu the next day. So the only stream that was available to watch the ball drop was CNN,
Huh.
and it was like Anderson Cooper
Yeah.
and I forgot his name again. I forgot the first time I talked about it too. Um, what the hell's his name? He hosts all the Bravo shows, whatever.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
Anderson Cooper's like boyfriend, isn't it?
Are they?
I thought so.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Andy Cohen, that's his damn
Yes.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was them hosting it, and it was very uneventful. It did not
Hmm.
feel like a party. There wasn't, like, really any great musical performances. It was pretty goddamn boring. It made the whole New Year's not seem like, not seem uneventful, which was such a
And you
bummer.
and you're streaming, so you're realistically like 25 seconds behind.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It was really, 12 or yeah, 12:02, and,
Yeah.
yeah, everybody else was done partying. Yeah, so it was nothing special, but yeah, same old, same old. Nothing new crazy going on really. The
Yeah.
Royal Rumble was this past weekend.
Why is it on Saturday now?
I don't know, but it's awesome that it's on Saturday.
I kind of was looking forward to it being on Sunday, but
Well, I guess you know what the thing is. If it's on Sunday, I guess you more like relax, and I mean, again, especially for our age. Like if we were younger kids, and yeah, we could go out and do that. But like, if we've got families and shit, like yeah, I'd rather have it on a Saturday if I was gonna have some people over and check it out. I ain't having my kids up on a school night.
yeah.
It's almost like now they changed with the times, and I guess maybe more people like it on Saturday because that's what they do. Plus, WrestleMania now is 2 nights. WrestleMania is Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, that's
So,
ridiculous.
yeah. But yeah, the Royal Rumble was pretty good. I think I hit a breaking point with my kids when it comes to wrestling.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, obviously anybody who knows me knows I love wrestling. I've been a wrestling fan my entire life, which means that my kids could not care less about wrestling in the slightest. I've taken them to wrestling events because my son actually has wrestling events at his elementary school, or well, now it's both my kids' elementary school, that they check out, and those are cool. They like going to those, they like having fun. I wanted to go to one that was actually pretty close by that I had some friends on, and then my kids were like, I don't really want to go. My son was
Huh.
like, I don't really want to go. He only wanted to go because he knew I wanted to go.
Right.
And then yeah, then something came up with my wife too, so we didn't get to end up going. Um, so again, they're just not overly huge into wrestling. But my son knows The Rock. Obviously, he knows The Rock. But he
Yeah.
really
Who
knows The Rock
doesn't?
yeah, I know. but he
The
really knows
rocks,
The
the
Rock.
rocks in your fucking son's DMs
E
trying to sell
e
him tequila.
they exactly. Well, the reason we saw him was when we went to see Jungle Cruise.
Ah,
Last summer, we went to see Jungle Cruise at the drive-in, and I tried to explain to him who The Rock is. So he doesn't know Dwayne Johnson. He always knows him as The Rock. And then when it was time for his birthday that year, I got him a 2-pack of The Rock and Triple H wrestling figures because he liked my wrestling figures when he'd go to my parents' house and see them. So I got him The Rock and Triple H and a ring,
right.
so he could play with them. So he knows The Rock and he knows Hulk Hogan because sometimes when I watch little clips and stuff on the TV, it's Hulk matches, and I always stop him and say, "Hey, look at this. Look how popular Hulk Hogan was, and look how crazy the crowd goes for Hulk Hogan." So we saw him.
Yeah.
So what I was watching at one point, they were running around and I just had it on and I just like came across it in the because I signed up for Peacock now, which I'll talk about next. But so it was the WrestleMania rewind of The Rock versus Hulk Hogan. So when my
Right.
son saw that and saw how many people were there and how crazy they were going, and we watched the beginning and we watched the end with The Rock going over, he was like, he was into it. He wanted to watch it. And then
Right.
explaining the Royal Rumble, like, "Oh, well, there's a big show tonight where there's 30 guys that compete in this one match." And he was like, "Whoa, 30? 30 guys?" So it wasn't just a plain old wrestling match. So we actually went out to eat and we came home and we put on the Royal Rumble and both my kids were digging it. They fell asleep to it, but they were digging it. They actually I fell asleep to it too. Um, but the Royal Rumble like opens the show now. So you well now
Really?
because there's 2. There's a
Yeah, and
men
the
and a
women's, right.
women's. Yeah, and then the what happened in the main event was unbelievable. So,
Yeah, I
um,
saw what Cody Rhodes won.
Cody Rhodes won because Cody Rhodes is the new
When did he even
biggest
join WWE?
last WrestleMania, he
Oh,
came
really?
back. And he was back for a few months, and then he tore his pectoral, like,
You
he
know what?
actually
I do
wrestled.
remember that.
Yeah, he actually wrestled, and it was swollen and, like, bruised up and everything. It was wild. So he's been out for, like, 9 months, and he
Yeah.
just came back last night or on Saturday to win the Rumble. Um, hey, Pat, thanks for stopping in. So, did your son remember when you used to wrestle? Can't remember if he was born yet. He was not. I stopped wrestling long before he was born. But I have some matches on YouTube, and I've tried showing it to them, and they think it's kind of cool, but it's not a big deal to them at all. They do not care. Like, they don't care that I'm friends with wrestlers when we go to shows. You know what I kinda done too, and I maybe mentioned this in an earlier episode. I spoiled the magic a little too much for him, which is a bummer, you know? So, like, he was when we were watching the matches, he goes, "Who's gonna win?" And I was like, I don't know who's gonna win, buddy," you know? So, 'cause that's, like, what it was. When we went to the live show, we're sitting in a crowd, and a lot of his friends were there. So they were all in the stands, and they were
Yeah.
running around and partying, and they were really then they started really getting into it. The later the show went on, the more all of his friends and everything, they were getting into it. But early on, it was like the 2nd match, and my son goes, "I think the bad guy's gonna win this one."
Huh.
And his friend next to him was like, "I don't know who's gonna win this one. I think the other guy's gonna win." And I just looked back at my son because I knew who was in the match, and I knew too. I'm like, "The bad guy is gonna win this one." And he just knew it too, and it was funny. And that kinda made me realize, like, oh, man, it's not such a big deal for him anymore because he kinda knows what happens. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
Um, maybe maybe they're wondering if dad has something left in the tank, one more match.
Oh
I
boy.
don't know, man. I ain't anywhere near it. And I mean, and now it's so much in my area too. Like, yeah, there's plenty of times I miss it, but I don't know. I don't know if I see it happening. Maybe if there's I'd like for him to see it and check it out. I mean, that'd be really cool, but it would take a lot of it would take a lot to get me back into fighting shape and get back in there. I mean, the guy who runs the show, he even said, he goes, "Hey, bring him down anytime you want." So we'll see one day. Um,
You
so
should
yeah,
do it.
yeah,
Do it all.
I know. I want to see you get in there. Bro, you
Yeah, it'll be
walk in
fun.
that door, bro, being 6'5", as soon as you walk in the door, being 6'5" and in shape, as soon as you
Yeah.
walked in the door, they'd be like, "Holy shit, we need to get this guy wrestling."
Yeah, it would
Because
be
that's
fun.
exactly what they need. They need guys with a look that make them stand out. They're all wrestling promotions are looking for that guy
Yeah.
who makes their company stand out. and look good. And yeah, so that'd be funny. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought of it, and I feel like now it's too late,
I don't
But
no, I don't think so.
well, I mean,
Look
too
at
late.
DDP.
I mean, as far as like, being able to get there and train, so I got the
Yeah.
kids and you
Well,
know,
you know what it is too? You know you know how it works. 'Cause there's guys that I've seen that come in that literally have no idea. Like, I was training with a dude one time, and as we were training, I literally said to this kid, I was like, "Have you ever watched a wrestling match before?"
yeah,
Like, he was trying to Irish whip me off the ropes, and he just grabbed me and, like, shoved me. And I was like, "Bro, like, if you've watched wrestling, you all you have to do is watch, and if you
right,
watch enough of it, you know how to throw somebody. You grab the hand, you feed him into the corner, like, you just
yeah.
watch wrestling, you learn how to wrestle by watching it, and then you go and you pick up on the stuff you didn't know. Like, if you've got a head for it, that's where the it factor comes in that guys
Oh,
have, you
absolutely.
know?
Oh, I feel like I would. I feel like if I got in a ring right now, I wouldn't like look lost. Like yeah, obviously I don't know the fucking ins and outs and all the you know
Yeah.
secrets, but like like I feel like I could sell a punch pretty good because I just have an idea because
Yeah,
I know what it looks like.
exactly. Yeah,
I
and
mean,
you're
yeah, and
smart
then
enough and
obviously
you're
I have to
mature enough to
refine
get
it
it.
and stuff, but yeah.
Pat says your wrestling name should be Pure Punishment. Yeah. So,
Pure
speaking
punch.
of competitive sports, um, the biggest thing, I mean, that a whole bunch of people are talking about now, and I mean, because I send you all kinds of stuff that I come across. I forget the page that I follow, but so what was the one? I mean, we'll get into the main one, but didn't I send you like MMA meets basketball?
Oh yeah, there's all types of wacky shit
Yeah,
on
it was
that.
like an octagon,
Yeah,
and some guy's trying to score a basket while somebody else is trying to punch him in the face.
yeah, yeah. There's that. Then there's what else did I just see?
The two guys sitting in the car and they
Yeah,
buckle their seatbelts, and
there's
then
like
it's a
car jujitsu.
yeah, God,
All
and they
types
see
of
like
wacky shit.
the one guy unbuckles himself and then tries to stop the other guy from unbuckling his belt while he's cracking him
Yeah,
in the face.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. One thing that I see didn't catch on is, the arm wrestling jujitsu, where
I didn't
guys are
see that
like
one.
yeah, oh yeah, they're like locked hands like they're arm wrestling, and then they're fighting and punching each other, and one guy's throwing it he throws up and, stands on his head and puts the guy in an arm bar as they're arm wrestling, like, what the hell? This is like it's comical, the stuff you
Yeah.
think of.
Well, yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're just trying to be as wacky as possible to get
Yeah, it's
attention.
idiocracy type shit. I've seen, like, 5 guys take on, one guy. Uh, I saw one where there was a little person, it was a midget taking on, like a 65-year-old guy. Did I send you that
Yeah.
one? Like,
No.
what the fuck are they trying to do?
Oh, actually, no, you did send me that one.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah. Yeah, the
insane.
old guy was, like, real, like, trailer trash looking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bony and old, and then
yeah.
I don't get it, man.
Well, they're doing it for the exactly that, for
Yeah,
you to share it,
yeah,
you
for you
know?
to share and talk about it, and maybe it
Yeah.
catches on.
Get a
Because
good
everything
laugh.
that's caught on and went super viral is this slap fighting.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't do it for me.
No, no. But
Yeah,
it is funny to watch a Instagram clip,
that's you know what? And that's why it's so popular. Because it's like it appeals to the masses with the short attention span, and
Yeah.
those single slap clips go viral, so therefore everybody thinks it's huge, it's huge numbers.
Yep.
When I've seen people talking about it, on Twitter, they're like, "I can't I don't like this, but I can't stop looking at it."
Yeah, it is
And I
stupid, but, again, when someone sends me a clip, it's 20 seconds, so I'm like, might as well."
yeah, have you watched it on TV at all?
No, no.
I think it's on after AEW on Tuesdays, um,
Yeah.
and Dana the one that's, like, the big one now that Dana White promotes. Yeah,
I can't believe
and
he's into that, you
yeah,
know?
well, he's just trying to make money off of it, and how ironic is it which was another topic that I mentioned, how ironic is it with that a week before it was supposed to debut on television, he got caught on TMZ slapping his wife.
Oh, yeah, he's practicing for the
Did
show.
you see that clip?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, she slapped him
Yeah,
first.
yeah, you know what? It's kind of funny, like, in this cancel culture that he hasn't been canceled because I think he weathered the storm, the initial
Yeah.
wave, and now it's kind of over and people will forget. Um, but I also do buy into the whole like it's him and his wife's business, like
Yeah. He didn't
who am
abuse
I?
her.
Right. Like she slapped him, he slapped her back. They both admitted alcohol was involved. Obviously, none of that's okay. But again, like if she's gonna forgive him and be like, we've been married 30 years, they have kids and everything, like who the fuck are any of us to be like, well, you shouldn't. Like it's no one
Yeah.
else's business.
That's definitely why it
And
moved
again,
on a
yeah,
lot
he didn't
faster.
he didn't like beat the balls off her.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
hitting her at all is not good. But again, it wasn't like vicious, like hit
Yeah.
after hit.
And she slapped him first, which is not okay either, obviously.
Right? No, it's not okay on either part. But obviously, in the way we were brought up, you would like to see him have some more, restraint. And he even said that,
Yeah.
and he apologized, but and he apologized in a good way where he basically said like, "Hey, there's nothing I say is gonna like make it better."
Mhm.
But
And then the thing is too, and, like, that was it. Like, he just addressed it and just moved on.
yeah, I mean that's all
If
you
they made
really
it a
can do.
thing, made his whole life about it, and they did
Yeah,
cancel him and worry about that, then it would be a bigger deal than it is.
yeah,
He just kept on moving, and it was like, "Alright, we're just gonna ignore it then, I guess, and just keep going." Like,
yep,
that's what happens. That same like, the same thing we had with Vince McMahon. All these things were coming out with Vince McMahon, and so he stepped down, and then the word kinda came out, like, he believed that he kinda got some bad advice, and he shouldn't have stepped down. He stepped down a little too early, so now he's
yeah,
back. He's back on the board. He's not touching creative, but he's back on the board because he's trying to, push the sale of WWE.
yeah. And then Stephanie stepped down, right?
Yeah, she stepped down because I think she doesn't wanna sell. Her and Triple H don't wanna sell, but Vince is just trying to cash out any way he can.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that was the thing because they didn't continuously harp on that. Now the smoke cleared and now he can come back. But yeah, but the slap fighting deal, like I said, I mean, because he's just into that shit. I guess he saw that there's a market for that because it goes viral online. And but it's I mean, I don't know, man. Does it pay ridiculous money or what?
I have no idea, but you know what? It gets these guys exposure. I'm sure there's like a decent prize if you like win the match of the night or the whole thing or something.
Yeah, because some of these guys are fucking huge,
Yeah.
and you're letting this dude haul off and club you across the face.
Oh yeah. Dude,
Have you?
I don't even feel like they're slaps at this point. They're legitimate like palms to the
Oh
fucking
yeah.
temple.
Have you seen the one dude? Like his face got
Yeah.
rearranged.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And he had
Like
like the
it's
chalk all over his
yeah.
face because they
It
chalk
looked
up.
like
Yeah.
this whole side of his face shifted.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Uh, and then he ended up
I mean,
winning.
dude, it's a fucking open. I mean, you hit someone with your palm. That's almost as hard as your fist.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why like
And
who
you're
what
getting hit with like you're not slipping, you're not ducking, you're not blocking. It's a
mhm.
full-fledged open palm to your head.
Yeah, and I just googled it. Slap prize is all I googled. First thing that comes up. How is this even from the Indiana Times? How is this even legal? Man wins slap competition but is left with a disfigured, bruised face. Yeah. It looked like he was starting to panic. He got
Yeah.
smacked and he was
Yep.
like pointing to his face as his fucking face is, the side of his face is now where the front of his face used to be.
Yeah, that
Ridiculous.
one was wild.
Yeah, a power slap hopes to become the USC of slap fighting.
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay,
fucking
here we go.
crazy.
Fans shocked upon learning how much Dana White's Power Slap League pays its athletes. Let's see, because this I am dying to know. Let's see. Eric Spicely, a former UFC middleweight, recently shared details about the fighters' salaries offered by the Power Slap League. Zabrina revealed that he was offered $2,000 to show and an additional $2,000 to win.
Hmm.
Bonus for his first fight in the league. The PSL is a slap fighting league founded by UFC. So $2,000.
Yeah,
Is that worth the fucking kind of head trauma?
I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
After tax, what are you seeing 12, 1300?
Yeah. And how about this dude? What did it cost him if he doesn't have fucking, probably if he does have medical benefits? What did it cost him to have his face put back in the right place?
Right. Well, I
It
mean,
cost,
if he had benefits, it's just a copay. But if he didn't have benefits, his whole fucking winning.
yeah,
you know.
exactly. So that's nothing. That's not even worth it.
Yeah, nah.
That
I
yeah,
thought,
that's absurd.
for me to even consider it, you'd have to be talking like north of 10 grand, you know?
Easy. Yep. Easy. Yeah, because again, there's big guys, man. Oh, who's the one girl that went viral for her interview afterwards, and her face was all fucking swelled up like Rocky Balboa,
Well, no,
and
that was, I know what you're talking about. That was from the bare knuckle boxing
oh,
movie
you're
they
right.
have, which is also
Yes.
fucking brutal. Those
Yeah.
guys leave that fucking match. Oh my god.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
At least that's like a little more like a competition.
Yeah,
You
no,
got
for
you
sure,
got
but
some skill to
oof,
get out of it. That's right, I saw that one where the girl was her face is swelling and
yeah,
bleeding, and it was a lot of fun though, like, "Oh,
yeah,
okay, that's great.
yeah,
I'm
they
glad
get
you had
rough
fun."
then.
Yeah. That's the I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that one's because a normal fight is gonna last 45 seconds.
Mhm.
If you're lucky, you get two or three good shots in.
Yeah,
These people are just squaring off for rounds.
and getting knocked out
Oh yeah, it's
all over the
brutal.
place.
Yeah,
Yeah, MMA surgeon claims Dana White's slap fighting can cause CTE brain condition. Yeah, no shit.
yeah,
That's why I like that thing too. Like, they're so crazy now in football and everything there in wrestling. There's so much focus on head trauma.
yeah.
Here's a sport, quote unquote sport, that throws that out the window.
Oh yeah,
This is okay. Well, everybody else is going to be careful about it. We're just going to blatantly disregard it.
yep,
Ah,
yeah. I mean, this is like you're begging for CTE or
yeah.
a traumatic brain injury.
I don't get it, man. That,
Yeah,
yeah. Again, if you're a fighter, you got to train. You got to be in condition. These are just big fucking dudes that probably just power lift and then just slap, and
yeah.
that's it. That's like another thing that's super viral is people playing that carnival game. You sent it to me, was it today or yesterday? The guy who punched it and then his follow through hits his kid in the
Oh
face.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I've seen some crazy ones too, like girls doing friggin' tornado kicks and kicking it up to, 900 points.
Yep.
Yeah. That's another thing that's gone super viral is
Yeah,
that
I
kind of
saw
stuff.
some. She's clearly like some type of MMA fighter. She gave like a fucking hook, and it was like deadly. I was like, oof.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And then it cuts to the guy who's washing the dishes. Like, yeah.
yeah.
Hey, clarify for me, because I'm sure you probably know. Who's that dude that is like a walking reel now?
A
Is he like a
walking
little
reel.
fighter? He looks like a kid, but he's not a kid.
Oh,
What the
yeah.
hell's his name?
Hans Bola or some shit.
Maybe,
Some
but yeah,
Yeah.
he's li
He surfaced. He's like the UFC fighter Khabib.
I've heard his name, yeah.
Hang on, I'm trying to find him now.
Yeah, because he's like a GIF or he's a reel in everything. People duet with him all the time, and it's funny, but, like, that's one with him where I see somebody punches the bag and then he's washing the dishes.
Yeah.
But I've seen
He's
early clips of him, like, squaring off with some other little person, like, as if they were, like, promoting a fight. But like, so is that what they do? Is he a fighter? Because to me
no,
now it
he's
looks like
not. Where the fuck is
he's just there for reels and entertainment.
where the fuck is he? Yeah, I don't know. I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah.
But yeah, he came around um like the UFC scene. Like he was behind the scenes and he's always at UFC fights.
Yeah, it was like hanging out with fighters and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like yeah, exactly. He looks like a kid, but he's not.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, is it Razik or is he Magomedov?
Nah, I don't know.
So I found it on YouTube. Magomedov versus Razik dwarf fight. Oh, which is fucking see the picture was them, but the actual video was two kids fucking wrestling in elementary school. So somebody's just being an asshole.
Yeah, his name's like Hans Bula.
Okay. Well, yeah, exactly. He's another one. He's going viral for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive, man. There is some wacky shit going on.
Oh yeah.
What's the latest on I don't know if you want to talk about it or if you have talked about it or what about actually I forgot. Where is it? Is it Ohio? Where all hell's breaking loose.
Oh, with the police?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Memphis.
Memphis, that's right.
I mean, there's really not much to discuss. These fucking guys were dead wrong, you know?
Yeah.
It is what it is. The body cam and the street cameras, it's
That's
not
bad
good,
news.
you know? I mean, their initial reason for following them or pursuing them, whatever. But I mean, your job is to, get someone in custody, to use as much force as you need to get them in custody or to stop them. These guys went way above and beyond that. So,
Hmm.
and now you're in charge with murder. So that's is
Yeah, I
what
know,
it
right?
is.
Yeah, case closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw like like the report said that they chased him or the guy fled the vehicle, but yet like the first video showed them yanking him out of the vehicle. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so clearly,
I think it was a pursuit. Then he stopped. Then he wouldn't get out of the car. I forget all the particulars because all I
mhm.
needed to see was, what they did when they were arresting him, basically passing him around like a pinata.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean,
One news report compared it to Rodney King.
yeah, I mean, pretty cut and dry. And I have not seen a single soul being like, "Whoa, it's justified."
Yeah,
Because you do obviously have those cases, where there's shootings and guy's got a gun and he points it at a police officer, but
yeah. And
one
then he gets
side's
the
like,
shit
oh,
kicked out of
he
him.
shouldn't have got, he shouldn't have died. Like, well, he pointed a gun at a cop. Like,
Yeah,
would you want the cop just to get? This
hmm,
was not that. This guy didn't have any weapons on him. You know,
yeah. Terrible
it
scene.
was over. The guy was, able to be, put into custody, and they just continued going. So,
Yeah.
and now, they'll be fucking rotting in prison forever.
Hasbullah, like
Hasbula, yeah.
Hasbullah. That's what Justin said.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Hasbullah
was
is his
something like
name.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think my wife asked about it yesterday, like, "Who is this guy?" Because he pops up all the time, but you're like,
Yeah.
what's his deal?" But he's
He's
funny.
actually he's got
He's like,
1.3 million followers on Twitter.
really? Does he
Yeah.
talk? I don't think I've ever heard him talk.
No. Yeah,
He's
this
just
guy.
yeah. Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a walking reel. He's a walking meme now.
Oh, yeah.
So speaking of the Dana White stuff too, I mean, celebrities, man, eh, I don't know. It is like, is there just too much pressure to be a celebrity? So Justin Roiland, who is the co-creator of Rick and Morty,
Yep.
and he's the voice of Rick and Morty, and I love that show. It just finished up season 6. I love it. He could possibly be facing 7 years in prison for a domestic attack or domestic dispute, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if I read right, it took place back in 2000 and he got charged now.
Yeah, I saw the
And
headline, but I didn't read what he
yeah.
did.
Yeah, and Adult Swim has cut all ties with him.
Yeah. See, that's the other thing too, man. Like, we're in that culture, like, everyone's so quick to do that
Yeah.
because, like, there's a small population that would be so appalled by Comedy Central if they didn't do it?
Well, that's the thing. Somebody else brought this up too, and I kinda commented on it on Facebook. Somebody else mentioned that, like, "Oh, so we're just, like, cutting ties, so it's not guilty until proven innocent anymore. We're just saying
Yeah.
he's guilty." Well, because here's the problem, is they have to save face. Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, whatever. Um, so if they don't let him go and he's found guilty and then they let him go, it's like, "Oh, well, we didn't have a choice now." We were sticking by him, and then, like, they could be getting shit for, like, "Oh, well, you harbored this asshole the whole time," and then now you cut ties with him when you find
Well,
out
yeah,
he's
because he
guilty.
was proven guilty,
Well,
right?
that's what I think it should be.
Yeah. Because
But
because
that's
what if he's proven innocent? Now what? You cut
yeah,
ties with him.
and they don't wanna take that
Right?
chance, or if they find that he's innocent, they can bring him back.
Yeah.
But now that they've cut ties with him, it's like, okay, we don't have to deal with this headache. We
Yep.
don't have to constantly monitor it. We don't have to see what's going on. Whatever happens to him happens to him. If he's not guilty, great. Maybe he comes back. If he's guilty, then great for us because we cut all ties with him before it was our headache. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's not about, guilty until proven guilty. It's like, well, we can't be associated with you if you're going to be a headache to us now.
Yeah. But you know what? That doesn't happen 10, 15 years ago.
That's
It's
true.
just because all these fucking idiots have voices now.
That's exactly it. It's all out there now.
Yep.
Yep. The same thing happened with I was gonna say it was something regarding wrestling. With the Saudis buying it. Ah, damn it, I forgot. Not with Vince. Ah, shit, I drew a blank now, but kind of the same scenario where yeah, it's like we're not, we're gonna cut ties before it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
And that's just what we have to do. And that's what
Yeah.
happens.
Yep. Happens all the time now.
Yeah. Which is a damn shame because I love Rick and Morty. Um, but then now there's this to worry about. He's a tiny little geeky dude too. He's
Yeah.
funny as shit. He's a genius. Rick and Morty is so smart and hilarious. But yeah, it's then you see that he's a pretty quiet dude. I've watched interviews with him and stuff like that. He's got glasses and spiky hair and he looks pretty nerdy.
Yeah.
And then yeah, then to hear, but I mean, I think I think he's an alcoholic too, which is another thing that they'd have to deal with. So again, everybody just like saving face, They don't have to worry about it. It's not their problem anymore.
Yep. So hopefully, yeah, if he's innocent, I'm sure he'll continue on somewhere else and do something.
Yeah, well, let's hope so, because now they're looking to recast his voice.
Oh,
And I wonder, if they have the inside track and go, "Hey, man, look, did you do this or not? Are you gonna go to jail or not?"
yeah. Hey, maybe they
You
did
know,
talk to him.
if you're gonna go to jail, then yeah, we're gonna have to move on. If you're not gonna go to jail, then we'll just delay it for a while, and then you can come back, and
Yeah.
everything be all good. And now another thing too, like I was talking about, so based on like celebrities that just can't help themselves. So Zachary Levi, did you see this? You know who Zachary Levi is?
No.
He used to be on Chuck. He was Shazam.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you see Shazam?
I know. I just saw this headline. Was this about a COVID thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What was it exactly? I like saw a quick headline. I didn't even really read it.
yeah, so the trailer for Shazam 2 just came out,
Yep.
like 2 days ago, maybe, just came out. And then, like, just after that, somebody tweeted, "Do you agree or disagree that Pfizer is a strong danger to society?" Or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And he tweeted was strongly agree.
Right.
So people started freaking out that he must be an anti-vaxxer and all this other stuff now. So now, 2 sides of the coin here. One, what he said, strongly agree. Okay, he's entitled to his opinion. Strongly agrees that Pfizer is a danger to society because of who knows, whatever. He just said strongly agree. He didn't even go into detail about it. So there's
Yeah.
that. But also, too, with his movie coming out, did he have to say anything at all?
No, he didn't. But see, that's coming from that opinion right there. Does he have to say anything at all? That's coming from the pro-vaccine side.
So what, you think that he
Because
should have said something?
well, because right, the opposite. If he goes, oh no, Pfizer is safe and effective.
So yeah, I don't think he should have said anything.
No, you're right, but no one would have cared if he said that because the majority, especially on the media side, is all in support of the vaccine.
That's true. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, I think
sure, he shouldn't say anything, but then again, dude, that's another thing. Like these guys don't want to be silenced, and like look at all these fucking pro athletes and celebrities that spew their nonsense and stuff, and their free speech or what they stand for. Like The Rock endorsing Biden. Like my personal opinion, I don't think The Rock should have done that. I don't think he should have endorsed anyone. I don't think he should have let it be known. Like, hey, how about you keep your politics to yourself? Because you're gonna upset some half of your fan base, right? Like, why do that?
and that's exactly what I'm saying here.
But no one does that anymore. So, if we're gonna do the whole "hey guys entitled to his own opinion, free speech" thing, then like don't get mad whichever side he takes.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably could have ignored it, and I bet you his like publicist and PR team and everyone else are probably like, and he's probably like, ah, fuck, I shouldn't have said anything. But
Yeah, like, to me, so yeah, so like Pat said, keep politics to politicians. See,
yeah,
the it's like, okay, if you don't say anything, then it is all on them, and they're the ones that make the decisions and everything like that, okay. I mean, but to me, like, I'm not that doesn't deter me from going to see his movie.
well, that's the adult, mature thing to do.
Mhm. You
Yeah,
know, like, I think he used to host this show called, which is actually like a thing that they do at bars. It's called, is it Geeks Who Drink? Something like that. Geeks Who Drink. It was a show. It was like a game show on Sci-Fi or something like that, and it was awesome. I heard
yeah,
Chuck was really good. I never watched Chuck. I didn't see the first Shazam yet, but nonetheless, yeah, like I'm not. That's not gonna deter me from going to see this movie if I wanted to. I
no,
still probably won't see it
but
anyway.
there's some fucking quadruple boosted mass toting motherfucker out there that won't see it now.
Yeah, and that's why again, like I get, yeah, the mature response is that yeah, he should have kept it to himself. But you can't trust anybody to have a mature response, especially with Twitter around.
Well,
I think
that
he shouldn't have just said anything,
the other thing too
whether
is
he
like
whether he supported it or not.
if he doesn't say anything too, then that leaves the door open for speculation. It's like, dude, these guys looking for something on social media or in the media, they'll do anything. Like,
Yeah,
oh, so your silence is agreeing with it. It's just
well, that's true too.
put it this way: the question should have just never been fucking asked. Why are you asking this actor that
No,
question?
no. What happened was somebody didn't tweet it at him. They just tweeted it, and he replied to the tweet on his own.
He like quote tweeted
Oh,
it.
yeah, like, he went out of his way to say
Oh,
it,
okay.
and
Oh,
that's what I'm saying, like, did he have to go out of his way to say something like, "Okay, if that's how he feels, fine, but you've got a
yeah,
movie coming out, you're easily gonna alienate half your audience,
yeah.
shut the fuck up."
Oh yeah, no, dumb. Just like I didn't think The Rock should have endorsed anyone, but I'm sure The Rock's doing okay. You know,
Yeah, 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 I know.
and I'm
I
sure
mean,
this
that's
guy will do fine too. Like, yeah, I'm sure it might take a little hit, but also too, it didn't seem like it made huge waves. I did see a little blurb,
mhm.
you know, but
Yeah, and that's the and it's over already, like, I saw the headlines yesterday, and then I moved on, and that's it.
yeah,
But that's like I saw people tweeting like, "Oh, if you needed another reason to not like Zachary Levi," or for people who didn't like a big day today for people who don't like Zachary Levi. Like, I don't know, like, was there something else out there that for reason for
yeah, I don't
people did
know.
not to like him? Maybe he said something else too, I guess, I don't know.
Also, too, like, grow up, people. You're like simping that much for Pfizer. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Who
that's why
gives a
again, like,
fuck?
it shoulda just been, like, ignored. "Strongly
Yeah,
agree, oh, you think so? Okay, well, that's good for you then."
yeah,
But then yeah, because that goes down a whole rabbit hole of people, well, he's an actor and he has a big following, and he has that big influence,
yeah.
and you can't have somebody influencing people the wrong way, one or the other. It's a very, very sensitive topic because there's a lot of you have people that support it and wanna go with it, and then there's other people who, look to go against it, and then and there are reasons, to go against it too, so it's definitely tough. There's arguments for both sides, which makes it easy, but then it
But
also is like, what do you do? Do you stay quiet about it, or do you have to argue your point to try to,
well,
to
ultimately, the problem here is fucking society listening to these fucking idiots.
well, yeah,
And when I say
which we talk about a
idiots,
ton.
they're idiots just like us. Like we're just we're Joe. When it comes to taking a medication, we're all just Joe Schmo.
Mhm.
Like me and you don't have no expertise in it.
Yeah,
You read what you read, you fucking digest it, and then you come up with your own opinion and belief. And like, hey, this is what I want to do. So
yeah,
like, he's just human being, just like everyone else. I don't think he's
mhm,
got a fucking background in epidemiology,
yeah,
but
and
but
that's
the fact that like he even has that influence is a fucking joke. Like, who the fuck is making the decision to get vaccinated or not? Depending on what this guy says.
yeah, and that's you've
And
got people who
that's
do
what got
listen to him.
annoying about this shit is like,
Mhm.
and that's when it started getting political and it makes you like, incentivizing and who's pushing what, who's on the commercial. It's like just it's all a mess.
Yeah. Yeah,
But I
the,
mean, dude, it doesn't even stop at the vaccine. You know, you got different celebrities endorsing, political candidates. You got them pushing this thing, pushing that thing.
let me see if I can find the tweet and see the Zachary Levi, 755 tweets in the last hour. So, yeah. So he only has, which is crazy, but he only has 657,000 followers.
Hmm.
Okay, so here now, see, now he's got to defend himself because, let's see, fun, yes. I wonder if he even deleted it too. Because now that's what would happen.
Yeah.
119, I do call, yeah. I mean, because I don't see it. I'm back at the 17th now, and I don't see it. Exactly. Easily, his publicist was like, "Get that shit off of there.
Yeah.
What are you, nuts?" Everybody's already hating on the DC movies. The last thing we fucking need is one of you guys to shrink our audience. But then, because he tweeted out, oh no, it's still there. Do you agree or not that Pfizer is a real danger to the world? And he wrote hardcore agree. 19,000 likes, 19,700 likes. That's got.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, he put hardcore agree with like a blank face emoji. And then, then yesterday he put just one example of what I'm referring to, and he posted a page for the United States Department of Justice. Justice Department announces largest healthcare fraud settlement in its history. Wow. So this was, okay, but this is from September 2nd, 2009.
Yeah.
That he reposted this. Pfizer to pay $2.3 billion for fraudulent marketing.
Hmm.
So, okay, that doesn't say much for Pfizer's track record, but that also was, 12, 13 years ago, 14 years ago.
You know what? Who knows? Maybe he just has a problem with Pfizer in general. Maybe he's not like anti-vaccine. Maybe he got the Moderna vaccine. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, maybe it's just the company that he's not a fan of.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
possible.
he doesn't like what they've done in the past with other medications or whatnot.
Possible.
But obviously, if anyone in this day and age talks about Moderna or Pfizer, people are going to automatically think it's about the COVID vaccine.
Well, yeah. Yeah, no, because they
they
made the name for
no one ever
themselves.
discussed Pfizer and Moderna before 2021.
Yep, exactly. All right, so let me see if I had anything else. No, I didn't. Oh, more stuff. See, now we're kind of just going on tangents here now, where we're talking about like the shit that people just need to leave the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Because the last thing I had was the M&ms dropping the candy spokespeople.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen this now too?
Yeah. So ultimately, right? This is over like the green M&M, right? Like she used to wear like stilettos or whatever.
Yeah, it
And
started with that. The press
so
release that M&M's even put out was like calling attention to that. Like we didn't think that an M&M in high heeled shoes would be so
yeah.
controversial. But
So there's two sides to this, right? So the one thing is like they did that. It's like what? Like first off, like Eminem, why did you have to do that, right? Like it was kind of the same thing with like Lola Bunny and Space Jam. Like it's the whole like, oh, we can't make women sexy anymore, right? So there's that, but then there's this other side where like it's a fucking Eminem.
yeah,
Like, like
yeah,
who fucking cares? Like me, I could easily go like, they caved to like public pressure. They had to like desexualize the green man. What a bunch of pussies.
yeah.
But then 2 seconds later, I could go handful of M&Ms and be fucking happy because
Like it matters.
I don't really give that much of a fuck.
Yeah,
But people
it's
are
a
like,
fucking
yeah,
yeah.
it's a fucking M&M.
It's an M&M.
Like they all look the same. All right, so you put long eyelashes and stilettos on her.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
it's like I don't get it because now, I mean, yeah, because you have clearly male and female M&Ms. Do you need to have a non-binary
Well, I
M&M?
guess right. That's where it's probably
Is
going.
that
So
where the argument is?
Yeah, but like, who even gives a shit?
Gives a
like,
shit? It's a
like
fucking
on
M&M.
both sides. Why is Eminem wasting their time with this? And then why are people wasting their time getting mad about it? Like,
Yeah,
can we all just stop? Who gives a
yeah.
fuck?
Everything was just fine with the red and yellow M&M
Yeah,
and fucking pumping into Santa Claus. That
yeah,
was
that
it.
was
That
great.
was enough. Yep. And then no, and
He
then now,
does exist. They
yeah,
do
yep.
exist.
That's the one. But also too,
Santa?
because didn't it start with the brown M&M? Wasn't
I
that
don't
a big
know.
controversial thing?
Oh, jeez,
Or
was
was it
it?
the green M&M like took off her shell?
I feel like I remember a commercial back in the day where
Something like
they did
that,
that.
right? And that was a big controversial thing.
Yeah.
They're fucking they're what's the word for something when it's alive? I don't know, not autonomous. Is it autonomous? No.
I don't know.
Yeah, humanoid fucking M&Ms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fucking chocolate candies.
Yeah. So Maya Rudolph is the new spokesperson for
Oh,
M&Ms now.
who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You know,
So good payoff for Maya Rudolph.
some of this shit's just exhausting. You know,
Yeah. M&Ms 444 tweets in the last hour.
just eat your M&Ms. You know, and just or don't. I don't give a fuck. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah, somebody even tweeted, "Wow, this M&M statement is crazy." Yeah, we'll get to that in a sec, Pat. We don't have much time left, but I think you can see that you're kind of glancing off to the game a little bit. Oh no, the game's not on.
well,
That's right.
no, it's
It's a
just
Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl, right?
yeah.
All
It
right,
was
we'll do
just
some
some
quick
college
Super Bowl.
basketball. That's it.
Oh, okay. We'll do some quick Super Bowl thoughts before even though what Super Bowl's in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks from yesterday. So
Yeah.
13 days away.
Ah. So so this is a statement from M&M's. America, let's talk. In 2021, our parent company was sued by 8 people in the Ivory Coast who alleged they were used as child slaves. We weren't sure if anyone would even I didn't read this whole fucking thing. This is crazy. We weren't sure we weren't sure if anyone would even notice, and we definitely thought we'd get away with it. But no, this is gotta be fucking bullshit. I'm not I don't even know what this is. That's
Yeah,
yeah,
that's some fake
that's a
fucking
fake
statement.
one. This is yeah. Where's the fucking thing? Let me find it now. Does M&M's have a yeah, people? They have to have an official, or is it Mars Candies? Yeah, M&M's World Stores. No, there you go. See, that's how it starts. You read that whole thing and you go, "Wow, look at you believe M&M's came clean about all this stuff? That's
Yeah.
crazy." M&M's chocolate? No, that's not it. Is that it? What? Oh yeah. Okay, because they're Ma and Yas. Are they changing the packages for that? No way. No, I don't know if that's a real thing, but that's what's all over their Twitter is they're no longer M&Ms, they're calling them Ma and Yas for Maya Rudolph. Okay,
That's not
here's the
great.
real statement. Amer- Amer- America, let's talk. In the last year, we've made some changes to our beloved spokes candies. We weren't sure if anyone would even notice, and we definitely didn't think it would break the internet. But now we get it. Even a candy's shoes can be polarizing, which was the last thing M&M's wanted since we're all about bringing people together. Therefore, we've decided to take an indefinite pause from the spokes candies. In their place, we are proud to introduce a spokesperson America can agree on, the beloved Maya Rudolph. We are confident Ms. Rudolph will champion the power of fun to create a world where everyone feels they belong. So straight up, like, look, we don't want to deal with this dumb shit.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
a joke.
What what a joke. Spokes candies causing people in an uproar. God, man, I do love Twitter because it really helps me build a community and make friends and stuff like that. But God, it just is too dangerous. It's too much power. It's too much power for certain people to hold.
Oh, absolutely.
Terrible.
Just
So yeah, let's wrap up with some Super Bowl talk.
hmm.
Pat asked Chiefs against Eagles. Thoughts, remarks out there about the two quarterbacks? Maybe too rough to touch on.
Is that a is he making a funny about roughing unnecessary roughness on quarterbacks?
I don't know. Maybe I'm sure he watched that episode where we touched on Brady.
or is
Um,
he commenting on the fact that it's the first two black quarterbacks to face each other in Super Bowl?
I
Could
don't
you be
know.
going all different ways with this?
Is that the thing? Race. Okay, there you go.
Oh,
He's
okay.
talking about the race of the
Yeah.
quarterback.
So it's the first two black quarterbacks to oppose each other in the Super Bowl.
That's interesting.
Now, I mean, Patrick Mahomes is half black too, so his mom's white.
Okay.
But whatever. I mean, it is historic, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
exactly.
but I mean,
Um,
I don't put any thought to that. You know, I think Patrick Mahomes is fucking insane, incredible, and Jalen
yeah.
Hurts is legit too. I was very down on Jalen Hurts. I didn't think he'd amount to be anything in the NFL, but
Mhm.
yeah, he was a MVP caliber player this year.
I have not yeah, it should not even matter, exactly.
Yeah, no, I
Especially not in
don't.
sports.
Yeah, I don't.
Um, yeah, I have not watched any football this year.
Mm,
I had some thoughts too, um, and yeah, I just haven't. Super
missing
Bowl, I'll
out.
watch the Super Bowl every year.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah,
yeah,
not
it should
really.
be a good game. Um, yeah, the two best teams of their respective conference pretty much all year.
Mhm.
So yeah, it'll be good. At
Yeah,
least I hope. Could be a dud because that happens
yeah.
occasionally, but
Didn't that happen the last time the Chiefs were in the Super Bowl?
yeah, they got smoked
Yeah, it was a
by the
blowout.
Buccaneers. I think it was 31-6.
Yeah, I know it was like last week in one fell swoop. Anybody who I knew talking about football, it was like Bills, um, Bills, Giants, Cowboys, all
Yeah.
gone.
Oh yeah.
Yep, and
Yep.
that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yep. That's it.
Yep,
One and done.
exactly. So yeah, so we'll do a little Super Bowl prediction. I don't know, maybe next week. We'll
Yeah.
see. I just signed up for a Super Bowl pool at the Wrestling Collector in Stockholm, New Jersey.
Nice.
The he's giving away for instead of money, he's giving away action figures and stuff.
Huh.
Halftime, I think, is LJN's in the package. Don Morocco and Jimmy Snuka in the package. Those are like a couple $100 a piece.
All right.
Oh
So
yeah, oh yeah, no, it ain't just regular figures.
oh, okay,
Um,
that's good.
third quarter is I think like an IRS. Um, I don't remember the exact three figures, but three old Hasbro's in the package signed, which is
Wow.
cool. And then uh, the final is in a frame with a certificate of authenticity from Hogan's Beach Shop, an actual torn Hulk Rules shirt.
Wow.
I was like, wow, that'd be a real cool piece to hang up.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was gonna be like that. Have you seen that lifelike Optimus Prime that transforms?
Yeah.
It's like $1,000 or
It is,
something.
it's ridiculous. It
Yeah.
is, it's like $450, and then it comes with a or you can buy a trailer
Yeah.
too. That's another $400.
Thing
Yeah,
is
that thing's
awesome.
nuts. Yeah,
Yeah.
the voice command Optimus Prime, right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like 2 feet tall too.
Yep, it's bonkers. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Imagine that. Transforms and drives on its own.
Yeah. Sick.
What a time to be
I
alive.
wanna get it one day.
Yeah, one day.
Just start saving. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky, have a good night at the casino, and just be like, "Yeah, fuck it," you know?
There you go. Yeah, me and my wife were talking about trying to do some kinda getaway soon, and we wanted to talk about going to the casino, but, thank you, Pat. Thanks for stopping by. Um, we were talking about trying to get away and,
Yeah.
like, okay, looking at, like, Atlantic City for the night, but even, like, on a Friday into a Saturday, a hotel is, like, $300
Yeah.
plus dinner, plus gambling. It's easy, like, $1,000 weekend.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, I don't know if we wanna
See,
go that crazy.
when me and my wife go, we go Saturday to Monday because
Oh, really?
so Saturday is expensive, but at least you get a break on the hotel Sunday.
Mhm. Now, um, and that's when you go to Atlantic City or you go to
Yeah, AC. We stay at the
oh,
Hard
okay.
Rock.
Is there a hotel at Monticello?
Yeah, there is.
There is?
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, that's cheaper if you wanna go that route.
Is it? Mount Airy's a good one.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
been to
that's
Mount
good.
Airy?
I've been to the casino. I haven't, like, stayed over.
I haven't either, but yeah, I've been to the casino a bunch of times. Yeah, it's a pretty nice place too.
Yeah,
We
but
should
the
do
one
that.
in Monticello is good.
We should go gambling. What do you
Hell yeah.
play? Cards?
Blackjack and roulette.
I'm a craps man myself.
I need to learn how to play craps. I don't know
Oh, I'll
how.
teach you how to play craps. Craps is fun.
Nice. No,
I play
it
craps
looks
very
fun.
conservative.
It
The way
looks
I
a lot of fun. The table's always going, and I know craps is your best odds against the house.
yeah. If you play real like the most money I've ever won is playing craps.
Yeah.
I play real conservative, and I was at the table for like 2, 3 hours.
Yeah, no,
That's how
that's
I won
fun.
so much money.
See, that's my thing, man. I usually go to the casino, depending, like if I'm on vacation, like if I go to Vegas, it's like I'll save up to bring money to gamble with. But if I'm just going to the
Yeah.
casino for a night, the max I'm bringing is $200. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah,
it.
and
Like,
expecting to lose it.
and if I lose it, that's it. I don't go to the fucking ATM.
Yep.
But if you were to tell me right now, I'll get to the casino tonight at 8 o'clock and I will play blackjack until midnight, but I'll lose every dollar. Sign me up because
Absolutely worth it.
I
Yep.
enjoy playing that much
That's what's fun about
that I
craps.
just want to play. And
Yep.
if I lose, like I don't care because I came here completely at peace with losing this money tonight. You
Mhm.
know?
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's like I said, that's what's fun about craps. If you stand there a while, you're getting your money's worth out of playing, which is
Yeah.
fun.
But there's
The way
nights
I
I'll go to
learned
the
how to
casino and I'm out in 5 hands. I'm like, oh, that
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah, I know, it's the word. The first time I went, I played roulette and I hit the slots, and in like a half an hour, I'd gone through $300, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I what am I gonna do? I gotta get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here now.
My
It's a
wife
waste of
does
time.
does well on the slots.
That's my wife too. My wife loves
Yeah.
the slots. She loves the slots, and, she likes a little roulette, and she started liking craps.
Yeah.
Because the way I learned how to play craps, I think it was when I was in Vegas. It was, like, kind of earlier in the morning,
Yeah.
and I went to a craps table that had nobody there. And I was like, "Okay, now it's just me. I don't have to worry about anybody else. I'm here. What do I do?"
Yeah.
And they just explained to me, and then as you go, you just watch people do things and you learn how to play and stuff like that.
Yep.
So, yeah, so it's pretty easy once you learn it. I've got an app too, not one. I've got the one where you play real money, but I've also got the one that's just a game, and it's fun to play, and you can
Yeah,
just
I
learn
need
how
to
to play that
download
way
that.
too.
Yeah, I'm sure it gives you like its tutorial too.
Yeah, then maybe.
I'm sure
There's
there's some app out there that will give you a tutorial on how to play.
Yeah, because all you have to do is, like, you could just bet money in one spot and roll the dice, and that's it,
Yeah,
and see what happens.
right.
Yeah, and then or you can try other, areas too, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we should
Yeah,
do that. We should go gambling one night because we haven't been in a long time, and we'd like to, but
yeah. Oh yeah.
sure. Alrighty, man. Well, you, got anything to plug?
No, not yet.
Alright, well, as usual, folks, you can, go get some Spear Studios merchandise over at tpublic.com/stores/spear-studios. You can get my comic online on Etsy. Go follow me on Instagram or Twitter. Go to at Mike Spear Jr. and in my profile, I have one of those links that takes you to all my stuff. Pop Quiz Apparel, the Championship Wrestling League comic book, things I sell on eBay, all the different kinds of podcasts, Cube Nerds podcast, Mind Your Business podcast, and the YouTube page where I've started doing video game streams occasionally too when I've got a free 20-25 minutes or so. So trying to keep busy.
Oh
Alrighty,
yeah.
man. We'll see how things go. As of right now, we'll say, yeah, let's do it next week. But
Yeah.
something can always come up. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And we will see you next week. Night,
Later,
dude.
bro. Later.